Welcome to the Missouri Business Podcast. The show is chock full of insight on what it's like to start, stop, and drive a thriving business in our great state. Each episode, we'll dive into the mind of a Show Me State business owner so you can avoid their mistakes and glean their expertise for your gain. Now, here's your host, John Piazza Norton.
Hey everybody, John Piazza Norton, host of the Missouri Business Podcast. We're back here with another episode with one of the members of our Commerce Connection Quest. We're here at, now the title is very long, so I want to make sure I get it right, Independent Child Montessori School.
That is correct.
Okay, it's long, but I know the kids can say it. In fact, yes. I can still hear them. we tried to film this a little bit later in the day, but still kids, still learning. This is Roen Poulson.
Yes.
Poulson. Yeah, I was close. I know how to do it. I was going to mess it up. Our other owner, Rachel Renz, not able to be with us today, but Rowan's going to take care of this today for us. And we're going to go over the who, what, when, where, why.
Yes.
Of why you guys started, where you started from. You both kind of had similar yet a little separate backgrounds that kind of came together from what I understand.
Yes.
Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, and what qualifies you to help the kids?
Okay. I'll start with education. I actually have a bachelor's degree in psychology.
Okay.
And a master's degree in education with an emphasis in reading and writing.
Okay.
And then I went on and got my Montessori certificate in the 3 to 6 year old age range.
Gotcha.
So for the preschool kindergarten class, which is what I teach here. And all of that stuff, I just kind of saw though as my life journey.
Yeah.
You know, I started out at 18 thinking that I wanted to do one thing and slowly wound my way up. But
95% of 18-year-olds? Now,
yes.
I totally understand.
But Montessori is where I found my passion.
Nice.
Like, that is, I walked into that class and thought, this makes sense.
Okay.
And so Rachel and I have been working together for 10 years now.
Oh, nice.
We both were at Montessori School in Platte City.
Okay.
And so there I was the toddler teacher actually, and she was the preschool teacher.
Gotcha.
And we had that program down. You know, she knew what to expect from my toddlers when they came in. I knew what she wanted.
Perfect.
So we worked towards that goal.
Very nice. I think that's super important to be able to, for the teachers to work together to prepare the kids the way that, hey, I'm about to teach them this way. Because
Yes.
sometimes there's a little bit of whiplash.
Yes.
And hey, I've been learning it this way, and now this is totally different. They get home and they're 2 hours on working on something, and they don't know what the next step is.
Yes.
And then I got to figure it out. I'm like, well, hold on a minute.
Yes, and in our classrooms, even in the toddler classroom, we have a pink tower, which is most people who know anything about Montessori, that's like the main thing you look for when you go into a Montessori class.
Okay.
Every Montessori class should have a pink tower.
Okay.
And in our toddler room, it has 5 pink cubes.
Okay.
In our preschool class, it has 10 pink cubes.
Gotcha.
You know, we have 4 knobbed cylinders up here. We have 1 downstairs.
Okay.
So even just as far as the work itself, a lot of it, when they come up here, they're just like, I already know how to do this.
Gotcha.
And now I can just expand on that knowledge.
Okay, very good. Well, let's talk about the what. So you kind of alluded to some of the things what makes a Montessori education so much different than a normal, I'm going to school, type of education?
Yeah. So Maria Montessori, she was actually the first female doctor back in Italy in the 1800s.
Okay.
And she took a year off and just observed these children. And what she was looking for, what kind of things keep their focus, what kind of things challenge them,
Yes.
and what helped them become more independent. She was trying to create, independent members of the society.
Understood.
So we work, the children start off at the top left-hand corner of the shelves.
Okay.
And move across and down.
Gotcha.
So that their minds are already organized to read from left to right and top to bottom.
Gotcha.
So it's a lot of little things that people don't think about, that they're at this age, they're so ready to absorb that information and just have that become part of their personality.
Right.
So even just putting your stuff away as soon as you're done with it, completing a task and putting it away.
Okay. So I need to bring my kids here now.
Yes. So
they're 14, and so
yes, and Rachel and I didn't know about this when we were raising our children.
Right.
I mean, she's got a young one now,
Yeah.
and he's in our toddler class.
Very good.
But we were both like, man, if we could have been able to teach our children how to organize and effectively put their own stuff away. And here that is just expected. I mean, we say, okay, cleanup time, and the children do it. We step back and they clean up the gym.
I try
they clean
at
up the
home
classroom
all the time. I try all the time. It does not work. They just leave. It seems like it's coming together. This idea of we want free-thinking kids, but this also seems very structured all at the same time. How do those work together? Because on the outside looking in, it wouldn't seem that those two would.
Right.
How does it work here?
Well, she believed in freedom within limits.
Okay.
Was her kind of catchphrase there.
Well, I just ran right into that for you.
Yes.
That was good.
So, so you have within the classroom, you can do what you want to do. You can find what you want to work on, and you can work on it.
Gotcha.
And you can do it to an extent in whatever way works for you.
Gotcha. And now this place, you have been here for how many years?
Almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years.
Yes.
And it's super accessible. You just don't know where it is right now.
Yes.
Well, we're going to tell you. Give the address real quick.
1302 North 49th Terrace.
Yes. And so if you know where Meyerhofer is.
Yes, that's usually the one I tell people.
Very smart. Right across Frederick on the other side, that's where 49th Terrace starts. And so you can it's just one building back. I mean, it's
we're right behind the bank.
Very close. Yes, Elsara, very nice. If you're playing in the Commerce Connection Quest, again, this place is participant, so you'll come by, and they haven't done their new window yet for June, but they're working on it. I see it.
Yes.
in process. So you come by, you take a picture, post it to their Facebook page, so then you'll start seeing some of their stuff too. You could win a vacation stay. Check out the Missouri Business Podcast Facebook page for that information. But as you start to do those things, and can they stop in if they schedule an appointment? Can they come talk to you?
Absolutely.
Okay, and what is the phone number?
816-396-9106.
Gotcha.
And they do need to schedule an appointment.
Yes, ma'am.
Because we need, information about who's coming through our door.
Yes, for multiple reasons.
Yes. And there are times in the day you don't want to walk in the door during lunchtime. That's just chaos for everybody involved.
I'm sure it's a little bit of chaos at all times for different reasons, but yes, definitely schedule an appointment. Roen will take care of you.
I will say one of the things the parents say the most about this place after they start is that they don't see the chaos that they see or that they saw at the daycares that they were at.
Understood.
Because of the structure.
Yeah.
The kids are much calmer and quieter.
I tell you what, if they come in and see one kid picking up one thing and putting it away, I think you'll be all set. So that's all the questions I had for you today. Really appreciate your time. You'll notice a little lower angle on this shot. We are sitting in, I'd say it's a foot off the ground. Tops.
If that.
Yeah.
I think it is technically 9 inches.
Perfect. So the next interview I do will also be here because I'm fairly sure I cannot get up. Well, thanks so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for coming by.
Absolutely. And again, this is the Missouri Business Podcast, and my name is John Piazza Norton, and we will see you guys next time.
Thanks for joining us for this edition of the Missouri Business Podcast. Make sure to visit our website, MissouriBusinessPodcast.com, where you can subscribe to the show on iTunes, Spotify, or Stitcher so you get the ding when the next one is out. And if you have a question to pose on the show, just shoot us a comment on the website or like the John Piazza Norton Facebook fan page for direct access. Be sure to tune in next time when we squeeze the brain of another business leader for your benefit. Talk is cheap. I'm from Missouri. You have got to show me. See you next time.